Top TFM News.
The time is 12 o'clock. Here is the midday news. First, the top stories. Mapoli students block Kuto Kemoso of Abeokuta. All workers brace up for strike as queue remains at fuel stations. Wike demands special fund to tackle problems in Niger Delta region. Farmers say 2017 rice production more than double the local demand. In foreign, South Africa ruling party voting for new leader. Putin thanks Trump over CIA's help to foil terror attack in Russia. Good afternoon, I am Chienye Egwuonwu, bringing you the news in details shortly. The situation is tense in Abeokuta metropolis as the students of Moshood Abiola Polytechnic Abeokuta staged a protest march over the uncertainty on the status of their institution. Temporarily, the protesting students blocked Kuto or Kemoso axis of the city, preventing the movement of the vehicles. The students concentrated largely at the NNPC Megastation Junction, stopped the ongoing construction work on the road in the area. Armed policemen were on standby, keeping vigil on the students. The crisis over the fate of the institution followed the establishment of a new polytechnic at Ikpokia. In the past weeks, students of the institution have been idle as the lecturers embarked on a strike. Ogun State government has asked parents of final year students in the state's public secondary schools to be ready to pay for the 2018 West Africa Senior School Certificate examination fees of their children. Education, Science and Technology Commissioner Mrs. Modupe Mujata made the call while defending the 11.8 billion naira 2018 budgetary allocation of the ministry before the State House of Assembly's Finance and Appropriation Committee. The commissioner also says the state government has voted 1 billion naira for the rehabilitation of 228 blocks of 4 classrooms each in the 20 local government councils and the 37 local council development areas. Another 6 billion naira, according to her, is earmarked for the completion of 15 of the state government's model colleges in 2018. According to the commissioner, some of the model colleges in Ikene, as well as Kobakwe and Onijobodongo near Abeokuta and Ugijo near Shagam, will admit students as from September 2018. Mojata says 2.9 billion naira has been provided in the budget to take care of scholarship and bursary awards for all indigents of the state in all tertiary educational institutions nationwide and provide more textbooks in all public school libraries. All workers have insisted on embarking on a nationwide strike to cripple Nigeria's oil and gas sector as from midnight. Top officials of Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengasin, are scheduled to meet today in Abuja to finalize arrangements for the planned strike. The union spokesman, Fortune Obi, in a statement on Sunday night, says that oil workers had been placed on standby for the proposed strike. The oil workers say they are insisting on the proposed strike over the failure of the presidency to resolve their disputes with an oil company, Nescond, which Pengason accuses of sacking some of its workers. A meeting of Pengason and the oil company summoned by Petroleum Resources Minister of State, Ibe Kachiku, over the weekend to resolve the very dispute was deadlocked. Meanwhile, shortage of petrol, which disappeared towards the end of last week in Lagos metropolis and its environs, is resurfacing. The promise made by Petroleum Resources Minister of State, Ibe Kachiku, at last Thursday's meeting of the National Economic Council to end the shortage last Saturday remains a pipe dream. Since Saturday, queue of vehicles have started building up at fuel stations in Lagos as supply of petrol dried up in most of the fuel stations. The scarcity has extended to Abeokuta, Lagos state capital, and other parts of the state. The non-academic staff are demanding 300 billion naira from the presidency to call off their ongoing strike in the federal universities. The non-academic staff, who are members of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities, and National Association of Academic Technologists, embarked on the strike last Monday. National President of SANU, Alfred Jimo, speaking in Akure, says the release of 300 billion naira to the non-academic staff will add to the 4.6 billion naira they collected from the end allowances. The joint unions of the non-academic staff had complained that close to 40 billion naira out of 43 billion naira which was released by the presidency to university staff to end the strike was paid to academic staff. With such payments, Senate President accuses the presidency of adopting the tactics of divide and rule as against the staff in the federal universities. Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State has demanded the setting up of a special fund to fight environmental degradation and security challenges in the Niger Delta region. Wike, who made the call, says he is not objecting to the withdrawal of $1 million from the excess crude oil account to fight Boko Haram forces in the northeast region. The governor, speaking in Port Harcourt at the annual general meeting of Obo Club of Nigeria, believes that the environmental degradation and insecurity challenges in the Niger Delta region far outweighs the Boko Haram threat. For a start, Governor Wike advocates the payment of 13% derivation from the fund in the excess crude oil account to the oil-producing states. Senator Sheil Sani has alerted that kidnappers and bandits are gradually taking over communities in 4 states in the north central and northwest zones. The senator in a Facebook account names the states as Kaduna, Niger, Zamfara, and Plateau. He says that all security measures taken so far to rid the 4 states of kidnappers and armed bandits have failed to dislodge them. Sani asks President Muhammadu Buhari to act fast and not allow North Central and Northwest to become another Northeast region. He pleads with Buhari to protect lives and property in the 2 regions by facilitating allocation of funds from the excess crude oil account to create a special fund to fight the security threat. You are still listening to the Midday News on Rock City 101.9 FM. Up next, we bring you foreign, business and sports news. Please do stay with us. In foreign, thousands of delegates are voting in Johannesburg for a successor to President Jacob Zuma as leader of South Africa's ruling African National Congress, ANC. The vote began in the early hours of Monday and is still going on. The choice is between Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa and former Cabinet Minister Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. Emotions have run high, with delegates shouting each other down as they raised objections over voting rules. The eventual winner will be in a strong position to become a national president after elections in 2019. But the leadership battle has caused fierce political infighting, with President Zuma warning the party is on the thread and is at crossroads. More than 5,000 delegates are taking part in the 4-day ANC elected conference at the Expo Center in Johannesburg. Information provided by the CIA helped Russian security services to foil an attack on St. Petersburg Kazan Cathedral, according to US and Russian leaders. President Vladimir Putin phoned Donald Trump to thank him for the information the White House and Kremlin confirmed. Russia says the attack was allegedly planned to take place on Saturday. A White House statement said terrorists were captured prior to an attack that could have killed a large number of people. Russia's FSB security service said in a statement on Friday that it had detained 7 members of a cell of the Islamic State supporters and also seized a significant amount of explosives, weapons, and extremist literature. The cell was planning to carry out a suicide attack at a religious institution and kill citizens on Saturday. Next is the business news. Rice farmers in the country say they have produced more than 15 million metric tons this year. The production level for this year, according to Deputy Vice President of Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, Segun Athor, far exceeded Nigeria's annual demand. Athor, speaking in Lagos at the Celebrating Nigeria Rice ceremony, puts the total demand of rice by Nigerians yearly at 7 million metric tons. He explains that the remaining 8 million metric tons will be exported to some African countries. Finally, in the midday news is the sports news. Nigeria's home-based Chan Eagles have emerged 2017 Nigeria Professional Football League Invitational Tournament after they overcame MFM FC by 3-2 at the Sonny Abacha Stadium on Sunday. NPFL top scorer last season, Anthony Okotu, opened scores late in the first half when he lobbed the ball over the onrushing MFM FC goalkeeper Folarin Abayomi to put the home-based Eagles ahead in the first half. Okotu doubled his team's lead at his second of the day in the 69th minute to put Super Eagles into a comfortable 2-goal lead. Lobby Stars forward Kingsley Eduwo came off the bench to score the third goal for the Super Eagles in the 78th minute as he capitalized on MFM FC's poor defending. Jonathan Zikie reduced the deficit for MFM in the 86th minute from a free kick. Waja Chuka then pulled another back for his side's second goal in the 90th minute. With 4 minutes added on, the home-based Eagles kept their cool to see out the tie by 3-2 and were crowned winners of the 2017 NPFL Invitational Tournament. The League Management Company have conducted a draw for the 2017-2018 Nigeria Professional Football League season. NPFL champions Plateau United will begin the title defense in Lafayette as against Nasarawa United on March Day 1. Newly promoted team Kwara United will welcome Niger Tornadoes in Ilori, while Go Round will face Wiki Tourists in Bauchi for their first ever match in Nigeria's top flight. ITO Cup champions Aqua United will host to 2016 NPFL champions Rangers International in Uyo, while Katsina United will host Kano Pillars. The NPFL season will kick off on January 14, 2018 with match day 1 fixtures across 10 match centers. That was the midday news, and just before we go, the major stories once again. Mapoli students blocked Kuto Okemoso of Abeokuta. All workers braced up for strike as queue remained at PL stations. Wike demanded special fund to tackle problems in Niger Delta region. Farmers said the 2017 rice production was more than double the local demand. While in foreign, we also reported that South African ruling party voting for a new leader. And Putin thanked Trump over CIA's help to foil terror attack in Russia. For more stories and to listen to us live, please log on to our website www.rockcityfmradio.com/live. Thank you very much for listening. I am Chienye Egwuonwu. Good afternoon.